Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel leelawebdev. So here we have completed the component composition. So props drilling, this thing is we have solved it somewhat level. So we were learning about the state management and all those things. We'll learn furthermore. So here we have solved this one using the component composition. Now if you try to see here in our project, so this closing and opening and this closing and opening, if you try to observe carefully, so we are able to see that this implementation for these two boxes is one and the same. So why can't we reuse this one instead of using this list box and studied list as a separate? So why can't we use this one as a single one? Why can't we reuse the component? So here what I can do is for this one, so let's open the list box. If you try to see here, so this is the list box and this is the studied list which we are able to have it. And if you try to observe carefully, so the list box, the code is we are having is the state, that is nothing but is open, and here we are showing the children. In the same scenario we are having a toggle button and all those things. In the same scenario the studied list also we are having the same thing and we are showing these children. So these two components are one and the same only, showing the children. So why can't we make it as a single component? So for this one what we can do is, so we can rename this list box to a box. I will try to rename this one to a box, or otherwise we will try to keep this one as a list box only. So this list box and the study list is one and the same. And what I can do is, let's go to the app.js. So this is the list box and here also I can convert it into a list box. Okay. And we'll try to see this one. So now if you try to see here, so both are behaving one and the same only. If you try to see here, so both are behaving one and the same only. But here we are able to see that there is a white space. So what can we do is, so here this is taking a separate one, right? So instead of that one, let's go to the app.css. Okay, we will make this dot box as position relative. Okay. And let's go to the button -toggle, btn-toggle. And here I want to make this one as position as absolute. Okay. So and what I want to do is, so if I try to refresh this page, what will happen? So this one will go away. So now these two are coming one and the same, right? And I will make this one as right 0 pixel. That's it. Fine. So now we are able to see this one. So if I click on this minus and plus, it's working one and the same only. So if you want, you can give as a margin bottom like this, we can give it, and we can able to achieve the same thing like this. So now here we are able to achieve the same thing, but this time what we have used is, so we have reused the component. Now what I can do, I can remove the study list. So there is no need for us for the study list. So I can delete the study list directly. And here some places we are using the study list. Let's try to search for this one where in the app.js we are using. So I can remove this one directly. Okay. And here in the main.js also I am using. I can remove the study list directly. And I can remove this list box also. So there is no need for us to use the list box. Okay. Now that's it. So now if you try to see the output, so now we have achieved the same thing, but this time we have reused the components. So that is nothing but the list box component, we have reused it. The list box component, we have reused it. So list box here and the list box here, we have reused it. Now the next thing what I want to do is, so we have used the children prop and we have implemented this one. So there is also another implementation which you can implement it without using the children. For example, let's say that this is the list box. You can also pass these all components as in props. So here let's say that I can pass it like this. So this is also valid. Now for example, here we are getting an empty screen, right, in the list box. So you can take this one as an element. Okay. So why? Because children is a reserved keyword. So now here if you try to use the element, now this time this one is working without any problem, but here we are getting this as an error. So for this one what we need to do is, let's go to the app.js file, and here also what I can do is, so this one also we can pass this one as an element. Okay, but here we need to use like this. Why? Because React fragment. So now if you try to see it, so the same implementation we are able to achieve the same implementation, but this time what we are trying to do, so we have implemented this one. Oh, what is this? So we can remove this one. Yeah. So now here we are able to achieve the same thing, but this time we are passing the components as an props. Okay, so this is also one of the implementation which you can implement it. So far, what is the recommended way is I can recommend you using the children instead of using that element thing. So why? Because the components and all those things, right? So the props we will be passing only the data. So if you want, you can pass it, not a problem. So here, if you want to pass the components, I can suggest you the recommended way is to pass it as a children. So I will be using this one as a children only. But I want to explain you that there is also this type of method which is available. Okay, now here I can remove this element thing. Yeah, and here let's go to the list box, and here children. Let's try to use the children. That's it. Yeah, so this is also a recommended way. So this is how we will be implementing. So these are the different ways how we can implement the components in the React app. So now we have learned about the component composition. So like how we can use the children prop using this reserved keyword, and also we have seen that we can also pass the components as an props to the component. So these are the two ways which we can pass it. So now what I will try to do is I will commit this code in a new branch, that is nothing but video-57 and I will commit this code reusable component. So we have made this one as a reusable components, right? So I will commit this code. So whoever may be having doubts or anything, if you want to refer this code, means you can go to my GitHub repository URL. The link is provided in the description below of this one, of every video. And if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.